truly humble under God. I had a great day. I did my little short little streaming, whatever. I said that was the halftime break. The second half, I came back and I won. See how life worked? First half, a little disgruntled a little bit, but I didn't show it. I stayed humble, my full humility, and I just knew that just keep your nose. They say your head down. This a one with your nose something. I don't know, nose low to the ground or whatever they say. Either way, first of all, I'm eating some dirty rice. This dirty rice is 555. Jit. You don't even you see the steam coming out that bit, right? Okay. Mm. I made it. First of all, let's get off subject real quick. I just made a pan-sized smash burger, a whole pan-size. I made a 15-inch smash burger just now in circumference. 15-inch circumference. Take a 15-inch. I'm about to let this bit come out my side. Take a 15-inch circumference rim. I just made a smash burger that side. That bit so far. I threw it in my dirty rice that I made last night. Anybody that followed me last night, that bit so far. I'm gonna speak on something real quick. I ain't got no celebrity news, but I hope that the people that come in here give me something to talk about. I ain't studied no news or what's going on in the day. I disconnected from that today. I didn't want to go through that pill. I don't know why this food trying to fly out my mind. Good thing I was able to catch it. Hold up. Pause. Anyway. I didn't even play the pause in, but that shit sounded kind of crazy. Anyway. Alright. Let me get my playing card. I don't seem like I just joined the chat just to eat. I didn't. I picked a single grain of rice up just now off my lap. Listen. This has been such a productive, rewarding day. And this is what I mean by humility. God is like a chameleon. He know how to predicate to your personality. I learned this a long time ago. That's why, like, if I was to pray, I wouldn't like over exaggerately curse in my prayer. But I know that I'm gonna be genuine with my Father. Like this for anybody that like believes in their God. Like I would hope that we believe in the same God. And if you want to know if we believe in the same God, it's gonna offend some people, but it's just gotta offend you. My God has hair like wool. He got skin that's bronze. And he got fiery eyes. All his hair is thick and nappy. All over his body is just nappy. I got a little bit of chest hair, if anybody want to see. But he got chest hair is nappy. His beard is nappy. His mustache is nappy. His eyes is fiery. That's my God. That's how I vision him when I close my eyes. That's my Father. And I say that to say I come before him with my head bowed and humble every time. But just like my Father on earth, I learned that I could just keep it real with my Father. So when I talk to him, sometimes I come disgruntled and I curse. And I ask, I don't ask, I beg him for his forgiveness. I beg him for his mercy. I beg him for everything except for his love, because his love is guaranteed. So today I had such a promising day, and I'm going to tell you how. Because I had a halftime break for anybody that cared enough to look at the video I did previously. And you will see I got my shirt on, tied, button up and all this. And I took a halftime break because I had to decompress. Then I went back out and I went throughout my day, and it became an amazing day. And I was kind of regretful. I said, well, maybe I should delete that video I did earlier because I don't want nobody seeing me so humble. I maybe want to flex and floss. I'm going to keep that up. It's not easy. That's the whole thing about, like, you think about, like, these people that we grow up looking at, idolizing and watching. They had it easy their whole life. What about, like, the people that had to grind and work for to get where they at. Like, it's really self-made people in this world. When we think of self-made, we think of self-made millionaire. What about self-made? I bought something in life that I own for fucking ever. It ain't got no cumulative financial equivalence of a millionaire, but I made it out of I made it from beginner to novice, or I made it from novice to intermediate or whatever. What about that? That counts in life. I made it from the lowest of the lowest class to at least something. Maybe I'm under the middle class. Maybe I'm close to the middle. Maybe I'm in the middle class, but they trying to fucking erase the middle class. So it's like I'm just getting to the middle class. And it's like, oh damn, it ain't really no middle class. It's rich or poor. So you gotta grind harder. And for me to just keep that humility and say, okay, well, I'm not gonna look at it like, why y'all wait till I get to this position in life to make it so hard? I gotta keep going. I be seeing, like, you know what's so funny? I see other YouTubers and people that just not like just commenters and shit and commentators, and they say, why y'all want to wait till I turn 18 to make it so horrible? Now I'm far from 18, but I say, why y'all want to wait till I get me something I own to freaking just make this like the world about to end? And I say, you know what? Keep your head down, stay humble, stay focused, and just keep going. And I kept going, and you know what? Eventually somebody notices that, and they recognize that, and they reward you. And today, my father, and along with a human being that he used, their spirit, to recognize me, I was rewarded. I'm so appreciative, bruh. It ain't no flexing, no flossing, no none of that, cuz. Like, I'm just appreciative, cuz. What you want me to say, cuz? Like, I'm just thankful, bro. Like, I'm a dude from Parkway, Florida, bro. Like, I don't even be understanding, like, how, like, I just know that if you just keep going and keep pressing and keep pushing, that your reward is going to be coming. Because let me tell you something, bro. For anything you ever do in life, fam, if you just know, it only take one person to know your hard work. I know we got these things in life called resumes, but it's that one person who been witnessing it all. And he don't have to, like, cause like it's sort of like high school diplomas. I got a high school diploma. Show you my high school diploma real quick. Not that it matters, but just make a quick point real quick. This is my high school diploma right here. I ain't never one time in my whole life had to ever show my high school diploma. I never went to a job that said, well, give us proof of your high school diploma. Never. But guess what though? What matters is the person that's seen me grinding and working hard my whole life. I went to college and all that, but this the man up there. He seen me grinding. He seen me never give up. He seen me doing the right things. He didn't never see me like wasting and being like, I heard Andre 3000 say years ago, he was like, I don't know how he said it, but he's like, these dudes throwing money in the club when people were starving. I forgot how he worded it. I don't even know what song it was on. I ain't do no crazy stuff. Now, obviously, I grew up in life. I might have did something foolish one time, but I ain't never was like doing stupid stuff. Just being stupid with money, then coming to cry to y'all on a social media platform or in the public to say, hey, y'all, give me a GoFundMe. This. Nah, I always cherish everything that I earned in this world, bro. And even today, when I went on my interviews, I was kind of mad. I left my credentials behind because I felt like I need you to see who I am right now. A humble person with humility, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I thought about too today? Sometimes, like, after this, I'm going to kind of slightly regret it, but I'm not going to regret it. That's going to be the devil trying to make me regret it, of being so honest. Meaning that I spoke to this person today, and I almost wanted to say, I learned my this for like if YouTube ever want to like try to make a difference in the world, this is what this kind of video is about. I understood my ability in life. I understood this is not what I wanted, the word I wanted to use. I understood my limitations. And now it's gonna be those people, those motivational speakers that come and say, you have no limitations. The sky is the limit. Bull crap. Know what you are capable of and what you can do. And excel in that. Be great in that. The things I was able to achieve in life was the things I was able to do that I felt comfortable in. I don't care, like y'all could leave out. And I would ask anybody that's leaving the chat, don't come back to the chat. If you see me on this channel and you can't adhere to or understand, from now on, when I'm on this social media platform, I'm never gonna say, "Hey man, stick with me or rock with me, give me a like." Just tune out. It's not for you. It's only for legit, real human beings, bro. Like, I've already won in life, but once you win, you don't want to stop winning. I want to keep going. I want to keep going. I don't want to be comfortable or complacent with where I'm at in life. And if I had to do it as an underdog and do it as a person with limitations, I got limitations. I had to be honest with myself today. That was during the ride today, as I'm doing what I got to do through my affairs today. I said to myself, I've been able to achieve so much so that the outsiders will look at me and say, "Man, that Negro rich. Man, that Negro spoiled. Man, that Negro this and that." But you don't know what it took. Shout out to what's a little fan named T Stunner out of Broward County. You don't know what it took. You don't know what it took. You don't. If you ever want to hear a raw rap song, look up T Stunner. You don't know what it took. You don't know what it took. I had to go a different route, an alternative route, but it still got me the same place that everybody else who took the shortcut didn't even make it. So let's just say this like rat race. I had to go 100 miles that some people could just go 20 miles and get to. I had to go through all these obstacles and detours, but I still made it. Not only did I make it, I made it before the folks who took the 20-mile path. Some folks took the 20-mile path, they took the 40-mile path, they took the 50-mile. I took the 100-mile path, but I made it. And some folks arrived before me, but a lot of folks ain't even make it who took all 4 paths I just mentioned. So I made it, cuz. And I never gave up, and I never will give up. And today was a very rewarding day. I wanted to say that. This was like, maybe I come on tonight. I don't really even feel motivated to like do no celebrity gossip or kind of news like I did yesterday, because I'm focused on what paid my actual bills, what got me here. I ain't never made a YouTube dollar. I understand the conspiracies and the powers that be that might not want me to appeal to the masses. That's cool. I just want to appeal to one person, like a teacher feel, reach one, each one teach one, or reach one teach one. If I reach one person and I motivate them to feel like, man, if he could do it, I could do it. Bro, you can make it, bro. Like I said, bro, limitations. Now, maybe months from now, maybe a year from now, who knows when, I will come to you with even a better story and say, man, listen, I know I told y'all limitations, but this is where I'm at. And let me say another point let me eat some more of this food real quick, because that thing's so far. I don't want it to get cold on me while I make it. But I got another point I'm about to drop. I ain't gonna make this too long, but I gotta pop my stuff. I don't want my food to get cold. I'm hungry. When you chasing something, when you chasing your dream, you got time to eat. I got a little time to eat now. 1 second. I always eat like this too. This ain't the show. I don't know why I eat like this. I eat like I'm in boot camp, and I got 10 minutes to eat. I just eat like this, like somebody from take. My mom used to say, "Slow down, boy. Ain't nobody gonna take it from you." I still eat like that. Nobody gonna take it from me except the devil, and the devil always working, so I gotta eat fast. Hold on. All right, back to my point I'm finna make. Matter of fact, I'm gonna finish this up, and then I'm gonna tell you. 1 second. Put a little corn in there. God, it's so good. This food is so fire. All right, now this is gonna lead to the segue of what I'm about to say. I'm about to drop a good, important point. All right, ain't a jump so far. All right, here we go. I'm gonna read these comments, then I'm gonna finish this up under 20 minutes. Somebody said, "Hola." Somebody said, "Thoughts on the lottery as a whole." Thoughts on the lottery as a whole. If you really need to know, the lottery is a tax on the poor. That's what the lottery started as. They had lotteries when they started countries. If you want to know the history of the world and stuff like that, when they had building projects or bridge projects or road projects, they would start a lottery. Even if you look at it in modern day, people have a raffle. Hey, you enter your chance to win this such and such. Like right now, where I live at, in the region that I live at, they got this little car thing they do every year with United Way or somebody, where you can win, allegedly, a brand new car if you contribute to this such and such, such and such. Now, they give out a brand new car, they announce it on TV, the news, and all that. But you don't know who the brand new car going to. You don't know if it's a associate and affiliate of the people that's holding the raffle. But this is the chance you take, right? Like religion, you just believe in blindly, and you don't know where it's headed at, but you believe that you got a chance to win. So lottery is the same concept. A bunch of people put into the pot, and if I manipulate the pot to where we control and run the pot, this is a tax. And the people that's put in the pot is mainly the people that's hoping to get rich fast. They don't want to work. They don't want to, I ain't gonna say they don't want to work, but they don't understand how else they can get rich. They just feel the only way to get rich is the lotto. It's usually the poor, underclass, underprivileged that feel that way. I worked in the poor communities that sold lotto. And in the poor communities that sold lotto, it'd be the poorest people coming in and spend $80 in lotto. You like, fool, if you say this $80 all year for all the years you've been playing, that's your lotto. But they just like, no, I'm going to hit that Powerball. I'm going to hit that Power. Listen, if you want, and this is my final thought on lotto before I move on. I don't even care about all the people that came in since I started talking about lotto. I just want to make this quick point. If you really want to keep playing lotto and believe in lotto, tell them to stop all this anonymity and anonymous. Oh, I know he doesn't have to dispose. No, let's know the person. We don't got to get their social, but we need to know their formal address, because if you hit the lotto, you're not staying where you live at. So at the end of the day, let's find out their identities, because at the end of the day, everybody who win the lotto is associated with the lotto. And they had a story from way back in Nebraska or something back when, where 8 people had those one who was associated with, in the row. They got so greedy with it. So you always see here, like, even with the Powerball, bro. Matter of fact, I'll talk about it another time, bro. I don't even want to. All I'm saying is a tax on the poor. People impoverished, black and white, play it, hoping they can get rich fast, and nobody never win. Nobody. I ain't never seen a poor person win $1 billion, million. You got to understand what it takes to have $1 billion. In order to, when you have $1 billion, you have so much power and influence. You know what that billion? People think, oh, I'm rich now. No, you got influence now, fool. You could buy mayors now, fool. You could buy commissioners. You got so much power to put any thought that you ever had in your head into play now. You get to play the rich man game. You get to be a lobbyist. Don't you understand the power in that? Everybody operating off of money, fool. If I can make sure you win the election, no matter it be presidential down to mayor, don't you know the influence I just bought myself, that it can reciprocate back to real money? I can start me a construction business, and any things I need passed, I could get that mandated to where I got a monopoly on the local. I can actually tell real stories that relate to it, to people that actually won the lotto, and then how they use that to facilitate what they wanted to do. But that's a little too deep for all y'all that's locked in right now. And I ain't trying to educate like that. I'm just being humble under God for my grateful day. So let's fast forward. I gotta stop like talking the way I talk. I gotta like learn how to be more ghetto. I understand that. It's what populates the feed. Hello, hello, hello. Bro sounds like speed. Man, listen. Listen. In the last 30 days, I seen, bro, probably the last 6 months, but in the last 30 days, I'm such a fan of Lil Bruh. Lil Bruh, like, when they say, like, you happy that one of y'all made it, Lil Bruh made it. Like, Lil Bruh represents the heart of the struggle, fool. Like, I'm so proud. I ain't, like, you can name any rapper, any social media, any influencer. I'm so proud of Lil Bruh, bro. Like, I like. I'm so proud of I Show Speed, cuz like what you want me to say, cuz like seeing him make it is so satisfying and rewarding that bro, it's nothing y'all can say to me, cuz like I take if I can't never make it cool, I already made it just watching little bro. I like anything. It don't even have to be for I don't even know what channel he run. But anybody that posts his material, I like it. Out the gate, I like it. You feel me? Just period, bro. Bro, so easy to chill for, bro, because he's a legit person, and I understand we live in a illegitimate society that likes being fake and built off of phony. So, like, just like I got a person, the same person, I guarantee that person that came and asked me about the lotto didn't even like this. They was hoping I'd say something controversial. They'll come in when you got 40 people in the room, 50 people in the room, 100 people in the room, and they'll say, what you think about the Jews? This is this is how this thing works. So I understand this is like the social media streets. It's not meant for us to win, but we winning anyway. Thank you for the compliment saying I sound like Speed. He's such an admirable kid. I know his parents got to be super proud. How would you teach your children how to understand anger? Well, that's a great question. My child right now, as stands, has her little issues, right? And I think the best thing that I could do for my child, like my baby will randomly slap me, punch me. I deal with like real issues for my child. And I say, well, why did you do that? I don't want to call it the white person approach because like it's white people that abuse their kids and kill their kids. But I look at it as a docile approach of trying to understand where she comes from because she's half of me. She's a half of another human being that I never really knew, even though I was with that woman for years. But I don't know her. That's why we didn't work out. So it's like half of me understands where this anger could come from, but half of me don't. And it's a learning experiment. And I would say that parents trying to deal with a child with those circumstances and those things they got to get through in life, you got to learn your child. Most parents feel like there's just like a king. Whatever I say goes, or this is that, this and that, and this. You don't just get to dominate your child and think that that's gonna be the long-term effect. See, first of all, I'm a man, so let's back it up a little bit. I'm a man, and I'm raising a little girl. I cannot dominate her and expect for her to have a normal life because what's gonna happen when I no longer exist in this world is she's gonna look for a man to dominate her. That's not what I'm playing this game for. I'm not playing for the short term. I'm playing for the long term. So she needs to understand of being confident, being intelligent, being emotionally intelligent, and in grasp of her feelings and emotions, not to try to punch a man, but also to understand that you're from royalty and I need you to be royal and understand that I'm gonna put you in a position. That's why I go so hard for. That's where most of my anxiety comes from is how do I leave this earth with my daughter in a great position where she has a head start over men and women. So when she does find a counterpart that she finds suitable for her, she can deal with that relationship as a reasonable person that somebody will say, you know what, I want to give her the world. It's men that have see, and that's I thank you for that question because it lead me to the second part of what I'm gonna say, the finalization of what I'm gonna say. Most people date up. We find it offensive when we feel like a person trying to finesse us, right? But we don't look at it in a complimentary fashion, meaning that if a woman who is low class or from a low class of society or who has nothing try to talk to a man with something, we're looking at it like, look at this peon trying to use me. Because most of them be peons trying to use you. Let's call it what it is. Look at this peon trying to use me. So this woman is looking at you like, this is my big break. This is my big break. This is my opportunity. I'm dating up. But as men, if we look at it, we're trying to date up ourselves. I don't want to date a woman on my financial status. I want to date a woman doing better because I feel this is going to inspire. I'm already inspired, but this is going to definitely drive me over the edge because my competitive nature, like if my woman made $800,000 a year and I made whatever I made, I'm thinking, how can I make 900,000? Baby, it's time for you to come home. No, I ain't finished. I gotta do this OT. I gotta do something. I don't want to feel like I'm pulling on her, tugging on her. That's like the man in me. So like I would want my daughter for all the hard work that I did. You think I want my daughter? You think I want to work hard? And I dated girls with money coming up when I was a jet. You think I want a Negro to think, well, oh man, I like this house. You got you a house? You done had it since you was in elementary? Damn, this finna be my shit. You think I want that for my, hell nah. I want this man to come to the table with something. I don't never want my daughter to date under her. But I don't want her to date a man that think, oh, well shit, you got a house, I had a mansion. I had 6 mansions and 6 companies before I was in the 5th grade. I want her to date up, but I don't want her to get dominated either. But I want her to be able to present herself, like it say even in the Bible, present yourself faultless. Nobody presents themselves faultless. But I want her to present herself confident. I want her to present herself as a person that is cultivated. And I'm the cultivator. So because of that, when she acts out and she's acting in an irrational manner, I gotta be calm and poised enough to where we could talk it through and, hey, how can I fix this problem? If I gotta accommodate to something, I don't look at it as me spoiling her, because I'm gonna teach a lesson inside of that. And that's how I deal with your question. It says, teaching her understanding anger is that we're gonna be disappointed in people. But if we persevere and we understand the long game of this thing, then we can come out on top. So that's how I feel about like teaching your child how to cope with anger is understanding that they come from a winner. Once your child understands you're a winner, they understand that they're a winner. This is hereditary, baby, and you're from me. It doesn't matter if your mom did anything with her life or made anything of herself. What about me? You still half of me. And so because of that, I expect a lot from you. Now, I think a child who really respects their parents don't want to disappoint their parent. And that is more important than discipline, because when you're afraid to disappoint me, I don't have to discipline like that. All I got to do is let you know my expectations and continue to deliver on my end of what I promised that I would provide for you in life. I feel so proud of the answers I've given you and the questions you've asked that I'm going to discontinue this stream. And for anybody that could take from this, I hope you could take and apply it. Lord, it's been a great day. God bless.